puppy raisers of matriculating dogs, please line up to my left. Handing out our honorary rosettes today is special guest Brad Van Valer. And assisting him is Ms. Simi Balter. Before we start our procession, I would like to recognize a few additional Southwest puppy raisers. The following dog graduated from the Hearing Dog program. Carly II, raised by Amelia Brose of Denver, Colorado. And the following dogs graduated as service dogs for veterans at our Northwest region. Monday, raised by Teresa LeBaron and family of La Mesa, and Diana Sanderbeck and family of San Diego. And Pippi V, raised by Denise Quinn of Irvine, California. And now it's time to meet the puppies in person. First up, we have Adria II, raised by Danette McCarnes from Corona, California. This is the second puppy that she has raised. Arlo II was raised by Jody Isaacs and Trish Ringley from San Luis Obispo, California. This is the second puppy that they have raised. Bliss VI was raised by Petra Fisher from Foothill Ranch, California. This is the fourth puppy that she has raised. Celine was raised by the Payton family from Mountain Home, Arkansas. This is the first puppy they have raised for us. Conrad V was raised by Natalie Roberts from Tempe, Arizona. This is the first puppy that she has raised. Dolly was raised by Amy Schilt from Oceanside, California. This is the first puppy she has raised. Please note that a few dogs have already turned in, but we'd like to recognize Drifter, raised by Alan and Diona Durham from Arroyo Grande, California. This is the first puppy they have raised for Canine Companions. Next, we have Edwin II, raised by Sarah Igo and Kim Karcheski from Denver, Colorado. This is the 11th puppy for Sarah and the 5th for Kim. Ferguson III was raised by the Bent County Correctional Facility from Los Animas, Colorado. This is the 29th puppy that they have raised. Presenting Ferguson today is his foster, Carol Ann Mullen. Frampton has already turned in. He was raised by Katie Yarbrough and William M. Yarbrough III from Colton, California. This is the first puppy that they have raised. Geraldine II was raised by Katie Hawkins from San Luis Obispo, California. This is the third puppy that she has raised. Idaho V was raised by Irene Landeros from Marana, Arizona. This is the 5th puppy that they have raised. Iona III was raised by Debbie Geary and Jeff Kermode from Tehachapi, California. This is the 5th puppy that they have raised. Jake IX was raised by the Hirsch family and the Kaufman family from Aurora, Colorado. The 10th for the Kaufmans and the 14th for the Hirsches. Sheila II was raised by Julie and Louis Merges from Huntington Beach, California. This is their 18th puppy. Klondike IV was raised by Jennifer and Terrence Messmer from Santee, California. This is the first puppy that they have raised. Lark V was raised by Barbara and Fred Kruger from Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is the third puppy they have raised. Liberty IX was raised by Claire Van Konynenberg from Pacific Palisades, California. This is the third puppy she has raised. Mallory IV was raised by Ginger Morris from Oceanside, California. This is the second puppy that she has raised. Nalani was raised by Dan Rutledge and Connie Delamater from Ogden, Utah. This is the 6th puppy that they have raised. Nell VIII has already turned in, but she was raised by the Naval Brig Miramar from San Diego, their 58th puppy. And Nessie was raised by Bent County Correctional Facility from Las Animas, Colorado. That's their 30th puppy. And we also have Noodle, raised by the Naval Consolidated Brig Miramar from San Diego, California. This is the 59th puppy they have raised. Orly II was raised by the Hall family from Salida, Colorado, and Jim and Yvonne Kaiser from Denver, Colorado. The first puppy for the Hall family and the second for Jim and Yvonne. Panther II was raised by the Naval Brig Miramar from San Diego, California. The 60th puppy they have raised. They're racking them up today. Pavia was raised by Becky Lundgren from Encinitas, California. This is the second puppy that she has raised. Pioneer V was raised by Coley Ryland and family from Stansbury Park, Utah. This is the third puppy they have raised. Plaza has already turned in, but she was raised by Elle Subert from Golden, Colorado, the second puppy that she has raised. Pride III was raised by Patty Burford from San Diego and Jane Wallstrom from Lakeside, California, the sixth puppy for Patty and the ninth for Jane. And Rachel II was also raised by the Naval Consolidated Brig Miramar from San Diego. This is puppy number 61. Serene was raised by Marilyn and Brady Carulis from Kaysville, Utah. This is puppy number 6. Tankard II was raised by Mary and Chris Keenan from Colorado Springs, Colorado. This is the 11th puppy that they have raised. Thule was raised by Tony and Joe Augusta from Buckeye, Arizona. This is the 5th puppy that they have raised. And Visley was raised by Clifton and Mitzi Kime from Golden, Colorado, the 9th puppy they have raised. Presenting Visley on their behalf is Sandy and Matt Barker. Eula II was raised by Karen Pitzenbarger from Moorhead, Minnesota. This is the 5th puppy that they have raised. And Zoe II was raised by Sydney Carrico from Fort Collins, Colorado, the first puppy that she has raised. I am so proud of all of you. Can everyone please join me in one more round of applause for all of our puppy raisers and puppy sitters. And now it is my pleasure to introduce Barbara Barrow, National Chief Development Officer, and Dr. Brenda Kennedy, our National Director of Canine Health and Research.
Thank you, Becky, and thank you to all of our puppy raisers. At Canine Companions, we are so fortunate to have over 4,000 amazing volunteers nationwide, and I heard today over 1,000 volunteers here in the Southwest region who work to enrich the lives of others every day and in countless ways. We could not achieve our mission without our wonderful volunteers. Walt Disney said, "You can dream, create, design, and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it requires people to make that dream a reality, and we couldn't do what we do without you." In 2000, our National Board of Directors created the Jack Warnock National Volunteer of the Year Award to honor one outstanding volunteer for their exceptional contributions and efforts and who have exhibited extraordinary dedication benefiting canine companions. Every year, the 6 regions face the impossible job of nominating just one individual because there are so many deserving volunteers. The National Board then has the daunting yet inspiring task of selecting that one outstanding volunteer. 3 Southwest region volunteers have been past recipients of this prestigious honor. Kath Phillips in 2003, Bonnie Mueller in 2007, and Lance Weir in 2012. Today, Dr. Brenda Kennedy and I are honored to present a 4th Southwest Volunteer Award. All 5 nominees were outstanding, or all 6 nominees, I should say, but the one selected stood above the rest. So now you get to guess. This recipient stands shoulder to shoulder with those individuals who give their all and never stop. Her passion and commitment to Canine Companions was born in 2009 when she attended a local outreach event. She and her husband were so impressed with the puppy's behavior at the event that they committed to raising their very first puppy the next year. And now they are currently awaiting the arrival of their 7th puppy. Although she still works, she finds time to serve as a chapter president. Under her leadership, she was able to grow the chapter and establish it as one of the largest and most engaged in the Southwest region. And if that wasn't enough, she also served as the Dog Fest event chair. She is always the first to raise her hand to offer support and leadership for any project or event. She will go out of her way to clear her schedule to accommodate our organization, and she does so with a positive and professional attitude. She leads the volunteers with business-like acumen, but with a compassionate heart. As we all know, outreach is a key component for any nonprofit organization, and this was never more true than the Canine Companions partnership with the California Science Center in Los Angeles. Canine Companions played a key part in Dogs, a Science Tale exhibit. Puppy raisers, graduates, and volunteers did 18 presentations touching over 5,000 attendees. This amazing volunteer was at each of those presentations, leading and guiding the volunteers through the process. So now it is our pleasure to introduce the 2019 Jack Warnock National Volunteer of the Year, Melaine Yoakum. Melaine, please come to the stage.
I'm without words. Has anybody ever seen me that way? Thank you so much. The word that came to mind the first thing this morning, I try and have a gratitude moment every morning. This morning, as we get ready to hand over the leash to Tempo, joy came to mind. He was a joy to raise. This organization has brought so much joy into my life and by association to everyone that I encounter with these wonderful puppies. Thank you so much for the joy that each and every one of you give to me every single day, especially the LA Orange County chapter, who's always there when I say I need some help. Thank you all very much.
All right, now it's time to meet the February graduating class with this video.
Hello, I'm Dan Gilliu, and this is my new dog, Van Netter. He's my third service dog from Canine Companions, so I guess as I feel it, I owe you guys $150,000, so I gotta go do a lot of volunteering. Well, we're learning, we're calling it water, to go to the refrigerator and get a water out and bring it to me. And he's doing really good at that. The personality of my dogs have all been extremely different. But for some reason, you guys are able to place your dogs with the right person at the right time. Cinnamon, I was in a manual wheelchair at the time and having a harder time getting out and pushing around and doing things. So Cinnamon, I got Cinnamon, and Cinnamon was more lackadaisical dog. Didn't need all that extra exercise and all that stuff, and pretty mellow. And then I got Nara. When Cinnamon passed, I got Nara. And at that time, I was in a power chair and needed a dog that could run with me and needed a lot more energy, and Nara was it. Now Nara's gone, and I got Van, and I'm not sure what I'm going to learn from him yet. But we're working on it. We're bonding pretty good, I think.
I could, kind of snuggle and pedal. That's what I think, see what helped me from going to sadness. Like when the doctors have to do something I know the thing, I never done before, and like when I'm scared something bad might happen, I can just snuggle Tiki.
Venture is my third service dog, and it's really difficult to compare. No one's better than the other. They're just all spectacular, so spectacular. And over those 30 years, while he's my third dog, there's often several years between the dogs, because I get so connected and attached to them. I get fearful that I'm not going to love the next one as much as I did the previous one. But boy, that next one comes along and it just melts his way into my heart. Venture's a laid-back, relaxed, mellow fellow. He seems eager to please, very easy to get along with, very accommodating. In addition to the companionship that I get from Venture, he also helps make my life faster, easier, more efficient, more productive. You know, because of the services, because of the assistance he provides. You know, sometimes things will fall and it's difficult or even impossible for me to reach them, and he can pick them up for me, things are out of reach. He can also do things that I might be able to do on my own, but he'll save me the time and energy of doing it on my own, and he'll do it for me. And spectacular guy.
My name's Emma, and this is AJ. I'm an occupational therapist at a psychiatric facility in the Denver area. So he'll be helping me out with patients there. I'm just so excited, you know, to bring him to the hospital and to really begin to see how he impacts, you know, people's quality of life there. I think he's going to impact so many different people's lives, whether that's, of course, the patients first and foremost, but also family members and staff. I think sometimes there's a lot of burnout working in mental health in general, and there's a lot of stigma related to people with mental illness and with different diagnoses that I often work with at the hospital. And I think, you know, having a dog there is going to just provide such a, you know, boost for people's self-esteem. And like I said, going back to the affirmation that, that, you know, you're worthy of love and that there is so much love in the world. And I think it's just, I think he's going to bring so much hope, and I'm really excited for that.
Aaron is excessively handsome and is the happiest, healthiest kid around, but has challenges. We do not have an overall diagnosis for him. We had been wanting a family dog for a very long time, and we've had them in the past, but with all their own special needs, it just seemed like too much of a challenge, and it seemed like one more thing that we wouldn't be able to handle, as opposed to the CCI dogs that felt like not only was it just something else, it was not just another thing on our plate, but it was something that could actually help us and benefit him and give him the sensory input that he needs. Aaron, can you touch the dog? Now do the sign for dog. I want dog. Perfect.
My name is Cynthia Davis, and this is Leo Davis, and this is our dog Portia. It's funny, the first day we came here, we saw all the kennels lined up, and I was telling Leo all the names, and we were pointing to them, and he pointed to Portia. We had never met the dog before, it was just their picture, and then we got to interact with 3 or 4 different dogs, and he really did best with Portia. And I went home and told my husband, I really hope that we're matched with Portia. I said, I'm sure all the dogs will be fine, but she just seemed to really connect with him. And then we came back, and they said, you're pre-matched with Portia, and he was so happy, and I was so happy. It was perfect. Leo is very active, and Portia is calming. She's very calming. Although when we do release her, she can get active. She's got a mean fetch game, and we have 3 other siblings at home, so she gets right in the mix of it all. And she's the only girl, too. But she's just very patient with him, you could see.
Juliana's nonverbal, and her communication is through her smiles and her sounds. And I know that Adagio will bring that out of her. She loves to play, and obviously she's not mobile with her legs, but he will allow her to be able to play. And then just having a constant companion by her side. Things like even walking into a public place, people won't stare at us, they'll be interested in the dog. It's really difficult to have a child with special needs in a wheelchair because everybody stares. But with a dog, everybody loves dogs. So I think he'll bring out the best in her and to other people.
I was so happy. Tempo, oh my gosh. So we met a lot of dogs.
They're all wonderful dogs. I think very highly of all of them and the trainers. But when they said it was Tempo, I was so thrilled because Tempo's the one who kept coming up to Alex repeatedly. Alex starts growling and he gets pretty vocal. And Tempo would nudge him, hey, what's going on, what's going on? And then Alex reaches out to him and puts his hand on his nose. And he didn't do that with a lot of the dogs. So I felt like they had a connection immediately, which is really rare. So I was thrilled. Largely, Tempo is helping Alex right now already with just offering companionship, getting his attention when he's doing self-stimming behaviors. He does that nudge with Alex, and Alex is like, wait, what? Tempo will, I'll get him up on the bed with Alex, and Tempo will start playing with a squeaky toy, and Alex is all, stops doing what he's doing. He's listening now, he's paying attention to Alex. Tempo is doing the cover over Alex, so that's helping him with the grounding. Again, helping with self-stimming behaviors, and just offering him that companionship, I think. So yeah, he's always throwing his shoe off. Tempo's very good at picking it up. Things like that. He'll use his sippy cup, but when he's done, he throws it. So we can have Tempo help retrieve items as we're walking on a walk, and he's tossing them aside.
Brooklyn will be helping me at Casa Angelica, which is a residence for profoundly disabled and medically fragile young people and children. And also she will be helping neuro patients at a rehab center. The main thing that I believe they have impacted is people sometimes with neuro problems, which is the type of patient that we generally work with. They give up hope and they don't see very much light at the end of the tunnel. But with these dogs, there's something that happens, that they find that dark place inside and they bring it out and they bring it into the light, and the people have the courage and the confidence to continue their journey because they know that somebody's got their back.
I am Chantel Bainbridge. I'm a victim advocate with the Montrose Police Department, and this is Apple. Apple will be introduced into my program with Victim Services and the Peer Support Program. What we are looking for in our work is to bring a little bit of comfort more to crime victims. It's during the most traumatizing times of their lives. The criminal justice system tends to re-victimize victims. It's unintentionally, but it's harsh, so we end up re-victimizing that victim through that process. What Apple is going to do is she is going to work with the crime victims to lessen that impact, to make it more comfortable for them to tell us their story. She's also going to be working with the peer support team to assist officers and staff lower the anxiety from, say, critical incidents or vicarious trauma that they experience through this job. I don't think any words can really express the gratitude that we have for their kindness and dedication, financial assistance and support to this program. A lot of people don't realize how many lives that they're actually impacting. Alone in my department, they're going to reach thousands of people. So thank you for everything you do in making this possible for our department and other facilities and families. It truly is going to have a great impact on our community.
My name is Chris Tippett, and this is Cooper. And who's this?
Velocity.
This is Velocity. Cooper has a rare disease, and he was diagnosed 6 years ago. And as a friend of mine, Jennifer, was watching our story, she told me, hey, I think you guys could benefit from a skilled companion. And this was maybe 2-3 years ago, and I said, no, I don't think so. We don't really need a service dog, it's fine. And as she continued to watch our story, she said, no, I think you could. And she's a puppy raiser, so she knows exactly what they do. So last year, after Cooper had a cervical fusion surgery, when we were in the room before his MRI, there was a therapy dog that came in, and we could just see the room go, whew, and everything was okay. And there was another therapy dog there when he got out, and the room went, whew, and everything was okay, and he got to snuggle with one. And I thought, well, let's check this out and see what this would be. And it's been pretty magical. It's been really good.
Snuggling.
You like snuggling with her?
Oh, so sweet, oh God.
You almost fell asleep snuggling with her one time?
Well, the amazing thing about having a service dog is the independence that it gives you. I mean, I was even thinking about this earlier, the Canine Companions for Independence, and I think for so many of us recipients, especially me, the independence is the thing that's invaluable. You can't put a price tag on your ability to be able to get out and do things on your own. And having a service dog and having an animal that's so amazing as Edgar gives me that ability to be able to go out and do things on my own. Because I'm to the point now that if I drop something, I'm gonna have a hard time picking it up. If I need a door shut and I can't reach it, if I need a button pushed, if I need something carried, if I need, whatever these various different things that I've got, if Sarah's not around and I'm by myself, all of a sudden now I'm no longer by myself. I'm no longer stuck. I'm no longer dependent upon somebody. Now I have a companion that is now my replacement for my hands, my replacement for my legs, my ability to be able to gain that independence back that over the years I lost. And so to be able to have that for my own self-esteem, for my own self-worth, and it's invaluable. Because now if I wanted to go to the grocery store by myself, I could. Now if I needed to stay home for a weekend by myself, if Sarah had to go out of town, I can do that. Because all of a sudden I've got somebody that if I drop my phone, or if whatever happens, I need to open a door, I need something brought to me, I've got somebody or something, and these amazing animals who can now do that. Thank you. I mean, I know that's not enough, but I mean that's where you start, I guess. And I've had the opportunity to meet a couple puppy raisers, and I remember one time I was out in public, and this guy came running up to me. I mean, he said he'd been following me for like a half a mile trying to catch up. He's like, I'm so excited because we're puppy raisers, and I've never seen a graduate out with their dog working before. And so it was such an almost emotional experience because all this hard work that they'd done, and they got to see the fruits of the labors. And I mean, I can only try to imagine and have a little bit of empathy as to what these puppy raisers go through. They give their heart and their soul to raise this puppy from 8 weeks up to 18 months during some of the most formative age of the dog. And then all of a sudden they have to take all that love and all that energy and give it away and let it go. But then I think, when they have the opportunity to come to graduation or to see the dog graduate, to see them fulfill that point and that purpose, I can only imagine is a marvelous thing, because without them, none of this would happen. I mean, with CCI and what you guys do with allowing us to get these dogs for free, I mean, this is a $50,000 investment that if I had to pay that, there's no way I could. But because of these amazing volunteers, because of the amazing donations that come through with the donors, it literally changes lives. It changes my life. It has changed my life. And so the thank you that's so pitiful and meager for what needs to be said is the only option you can have is just thank you, because it changes lives, and in so many ways it gives back lives that have otherwise been lost because of disability and because of challenges that couldn't be overcome. Now all of a sudden we have that ability to overcome those challenges and to live the life that we want.
Now please welcome to the stage apprentice instructor Natalie Kuritzer.
Good afternoon. As Stacy said, my name is Natalie Kuritzer, and I am an apprentice instructor here at Canine Companions for Independence. I had the pleasure of teaching my very first class alongside instructors Lindsay Taylor, Grace Hardy, and training manager Chuck Dickinson. This means that I also had the honor and pleasure of spending the last 6 months training some sweet, loving, and intelligent dogs in preparation for this very day. The amount of joy and pride I feel for these dogs is indescribable, and I'm thankful to have been a part of their journey to becoming assistance dogs. So for those of you who don't know, team training is an intense 2-week course where students are matched with an assistance dog. This requires them to put their lives on hold and devote their time, energy, and effort into this exciting yet slightly exhausting journey. They have to push themselves out of their comfort zone as they come up to the front of the class to practice commands and receive feedback from us while their classmates watch and learn. Over the past 2 weeks, they have spent countless hours listening to lectures, taking quizzes, and most importantly, practicing their handling skills both on campus and out in the real world on field trips. They were challenged every step of the way in order to become the best dog handlers they can be. While they have only been with their dogs for a short period of time, these graduates have already been brainstorming brilliant and creative ways to utilize these dogs in order to add years of independence, happiness, and companionship to their lives, their recipients' lives, and the lives of the clients they serve. To our graduates, I want you to think back to that very first day when you nervously came up to the front of class to practice with Carpet Dog. Think of all the times that you fumbled through the command sequence, forgot to praise Carpet Dog, and just tried to make sense of all the information that we threw at you. That first day was probably very overwhelming, but you all came back the next day, the day after that, and every single day, giving us 110% of your effort. Each day, you got more and more confident as you practiced more and strengthened your handling skills. Each day, you got more relaxed around us and around each other as we laughed and even had some friendly competition. Each day, your relationship with your dog got stronger and stronger as you learned to be a good leader and they learned to look to you for guidance. I want you to always remember where you started and how far you've come, because all of your hard work is paying off. Watching you grow and blossom into successful assistance dog teams has been amazing, and I can't wait to see what you go on to do in the years to come with your new partnership. As you continue your journey with your new assistance dog, if there is ever a moment where you doubt yourself, just remember that somewhere out there, there's a puppy raiser, a trainer, a volunteer, and a whole family of people behind you who believe in you and who are here to support you every step of the way. On behalf of the Southwest instructional staff, thank you for all of the devotion and patience you have put forth over the past 2 weeks, and congratulations to the February 2020 class of team training. I would now like to invite Grace up to the stage to present our new teams.
I'm Grace. I'm an instructor here at the Southwest region, and I would have the privilege to get our graduates up here to meet their puppy raisers and get reunited with their assistance dogs. And the first graduate I would like to introduce is Juliana, with facilitators Dina and Tony from Brea, California. Juliana is being placed with assistance dog Adagio, a male black lab golden cross. Adagio is being presented by his puppy raisers, Jeanette DeWise and Steve Wolf from San Diego, California. Next graduate I would like to introduce is Erin, with facilitators Kelly and Eric from Studio City, California. Aaron is being placed with assistance dog Hetty, a female yellow lab. Hetty is being presented by her puppy raisers Shirley and Rick Jeter from Chino Hills, California. The next graduate I'd like to introduce is Alex, with facilitator Lisa from Bakersfield, California. Alex is being placed with assistance dog Tempo III, a male yellow lab golden cross. And Tempo is being presented by his puppy raiser, Melaine Yoakum from Rancho Palos Verdes, California. Next, I would like to introduce Leo with facilitator Cynthia from Escondido, California. Leo is being placed with assistance dog Portia II, a female yellow lab. Portia is being presented by her puppy raiser Susan Calvano from Monument, Colorado. Next, I would like to introduce Zachary with facilitator Sherry from Mission Viejo, California. Zach is being placed with assistance dog Tiki IV, a female yellow lab. Tiki is being presented by her puppy raisers Deborah Ferrero and Dorothy Wagemester from Vista, California. Next, I would like to introduce Mary Ann from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Mary Ann is being placed with assistance dog Brooklyn III, a female yellow lab golden cross. Brooklyn is being presented by her puppy raisers Kristen Rogers and Vicki Stone from North County, San Diego. Next, I would like to introduce Gary from Phoenix, Arizona. Gary is being placed place with assistance dog Venture the Fourth, a male yellow lab. And Venture is being presented by his puppy raisers, Tina and Elia Britton from Peoria, Arizona. Next graduate I would like to introduce is Chantel from Montrose, Colorado. Chantel is being placed with assistance dog Apple III, a female black lab golden cross. Apple is being presented by her puppy raiser, Cindy Carlton from Santee, California. Next, I would like to introduce David from St. George, Utah. David is being placed with assistance dog Edgar III, a male yellow lab golden cross. Edgar is being presented by his puppy raisers, Patty and Shane Rose from Layton, Utah. Next, I would like to introduce Emma from Denver, Colorado. Emma is being placed with assistance dog AJ V, a male yellow lab golden cross. AJ is being presented by his puppy raisers, Annabelle Kaufman and Kara and Kendrick Hirsch from Aurora, Colorado. Next, I would like to introduce Dan from Oceanside, California. Dan is being placed with assistance dog Venetter, a male black lab golden cross. Venetter is being presented by his puppy raiser, Donna Hatch from Trabuco Canyon, California. And the final graduate I would like to introduce is Cooper with facilitator Christine from Littleton, Colorado. Cooper is being placed with assistance dog Velocity, a female yellow lab. Velocity is being presented by her puppy raiser Annika Schenkel from Fort Collins, Colorado. We also have the privilege of having Chris as our graduating class speaker, so I'll go ahead and hand the microphone over to her. Is this set up okay? Yeah, it's perfect.
know if she does something wrong? Hi. I'm Chris Tippett, more commonly referred to as Cooper's mom. And now we are a complete skilled companion team with the addition of service dog Velocity. Good job. You can sit on your butt. Is that going to be more comfy? As Coop and I prepared to come to team training, I understood that it was going to be busy and a lot of work, but I had no idea how intense it was going to be. Intense in a good way, mind you. From the nervousness of learning the basics to the jitters the night before pre-matches, which I referred to as arranged marriage, to falling in love with your match and learning how to drive your new Ferrari, it was intense. I think 2 weeks is a long time to be here in training, but at the same time, is it long enough? Am I really ready? Ooh, and when is lunch? We are fed every day by fabulous teams of puppy raiser volunteers. We graduates know firsthand the value of motivation. It's inspiring to watch the trainers with the dogs, and I do my best to mimic their moves. But despite my best efforts, Aaron's parents and I joke that we've messed up for the last time and will be soon sent home with carpet dog instead of a live dog. For those unfamiliar with carpet dog, Fluffy is a roll of carpet with googly eyes, handles, and a tail that we are used to practice commands with prior to operating a real dog. In team training, we learn all about the transitions the dogs have been through, all the hearts and years of hard work that have shaped them into who they are today, and it's overwhelming to hear about all that. But the dogs aren't the only ones who've been through transitions. Personally, our transitions started when Cooper was diagnosed with a rare disease at 16 months of age. That devastating phone call transitioned us into a special needs family. 2 months later, we began Cooper's weekly infusions and transitioned again when he started having terribly uncomfortable reactions to the medicine. We transitioned once more when he became old enough to realize he did not like infusions and struggled with 6-hour-long infusion days when he wasn't in control of his own body. We adjusted as that struggle became the typical infusion day. We transitioned to daycare, preschool, and elementary school, and all was normal again. Last summer, we had another big transition. Cooper had spinal decompression surgery, a major neck surgery. It was a bit of a surprise, as we were supposed to have both knees and ankles aligned as well as his hips rebuilt, but we instead adjusted to life in a neck brace. During that hospital stay, I witnessed the magic of facility dogs and how Cooper perceived everything as better with a furry friend in the room. So we embarked on another transition, identifying that we needed help for Cooper. Going through Canine Companion's application process exposed my raw emotion of being a special needs parent. I'm not good at asking for help, but Cooper needs it. A skilled companion could help Cooper during infusions, putting pressure on his legs to comfort the pain. A service dog would brighten his days during this summer's upcoming surgeries and assist with tasks during his 2 months in a body cast. So you can imagine my tearful, overjoyed response when I heard Shelley's voicemail. Canine Companions had dogs that were a potential match. Preparing for team training, I was straightforward with Cooper and let him know that there was a tiny chance that the right dog wouldn't be there and we'd need to come home without one. Good girl. This slight possibility nagging in the back of my head transitioned my happy-go-lucky heart into a guarded fortress. I didn't want to fall in love with any dogs until we were on the plane ride home. We were thrilled hearing Velocity's name on pre-match day. Yet as I watched Cooper and Velocity sniff and giggle next to the fireplace, inside I was a nervous wreck, wondering if I would ever get the tone, corrections, praise, and timing right so that Velocity would respect me as her leader. As we worked through the next week, she tested my patience, new skills, and recently acquired knowledge of canine communication, all with the white fluff, energy, and puppy dog eyes that come with a lab. It was exhausting. I was fully vested in the team training process and learning my role. I was always on. It was frustrating when I did things wrong, and Velocity was confused and unresponsive. Not only was I messing up my side of the tangled blue leash,
but I was messing it up for my son. And that's where the motivation for the next transition kicked in. I'll do anything for Cooper, and I need to figure this out for him. I found my confidence and determination and promised Cooper and Velocity that I'd get it right and we'd tackle the next transition together, whatever that may be. Now looking back at team training, especially being Cooper and I's first, it was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. To say it was educational is a gross understatement. It taught me that you can teach this old dog, new tricks. It was exhausting and special and furry and fun. It's packed with memories, a few of which I'd like to share with you. We had several elementary school-aged kids in class. Often there would be a football, hockey, or Minecraft game happening during lectures or at mealtimes. It was great to see the kids so comfortable and having fun together in what could have been a long, boring time away from home. Dina shares that her most memorable experience is how quickly service dog Adagio took to her daughter Juliana. When they announced Adagio would be matched to her, he immediately went to her and gave her love and kisses. She says, "This truly is a match formed by God." Lisa knows that there was something special between service dog Tempo and her son Alex the first time they were introduced. Tempo was not scared off by Alex's sudden, loud vocalizations. In fact, it didn't seem to faze Tempo at all. He approached Alex and nudged him, even as Alex was being very loud. Soon after, Alex was putting his hand up for Tempo kisses and placing his hand on Tempo's nose. David notes that it really struck him how good the trainers and staff are, as we found that the dogs we were all matched with worked so well for our individual needs, demeanor, and personality. He truly thinks that all of the matches that were made this week are going to be fantastic working relationships for the life of the service teams. David, in reflecting on your experience, I realized how much I appreciate my time learning from you guys and girls who have successor dogs. You've been there, done that, and have great tips and stories to share. I look forward to keeping in touch and sharing success stories with all the graduates over the coming years. On behalf of the graduates, we are ecstatic with our matches. We are grateful for the team training experience, Canine Companion staff, donors, and all the volunteers who took care of not just our dogs, but us people as well. Thank you for the tools and the dogs to make an exceptional difference in our lives.
Thank you, Christine. I don't know if it's just me, but is this the best way to celebrate Valentine's Day? Can you feel the love in this room? It's amazing. Amazing. And to the first-time attendees, are your hearts overflowing with love? I hope so. That was my promise. Today would not have been possible without our generous supporters and donors. On behalf of Canine Companions for Independence, I want to express our abundant gratitude. You make Canine Companions' mission a possibility. Each year, you fund our programs and enable us to provide these incredibly skilled and loving dogs to our graduates free of charge. We truly could not do what we do without your help. A special thank you today to Bonnie and Brad Van Baylor, Drew and Lynn McManary, Patricia Lazar, Joni and Roy Polachek, Robert Sturm, Deborah and Brian Ross, Mary Jane and Robert Ingman, Diana McDowell, Kathy Callender, Carrie Ingman Holtzman, Barbara and Dustin Lindsay, Diane Struthers, Deborah Smith, Aletha Lopez, Sandra Kennemer, Helga Rosser, Hadley and Marion Stewart Foundation, Land of the Free Foundation, O'Connell Family Foundation, AB Petroleum, B&B Supply, Pacific Life Foundation, Gratis Foundation, Bender West Foundation, Bergen Foundation, Carl W. Johnson Foundation, Estelle Hunter Fund of the Denver Foundation, GFWC Las Noches Women's Club. I know you can make some noise, I see you. We are grateful for your support. Congratulations again to the 12 teams who are receiving the gift of independence today, and to Marilyn and to Melaine. May your journey ahead be joyful. A huge thank you to all of the volunteers who made this graduation a success. And today was your first graduation. I hope that we did truly steal a piece of your heart and you will stay connected. Please stop by the Canine Companions information table in the main entrance to find out the many ways you can connect with Canine Companions and drop off your interest card that was in your graduation program. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope to see everyone on May 8th for our next graduation ceremony. Thank you so much.